Welcome to Nerd Sports. Today we're going to talk about how Magic the Gathering Online messed everything up by making alchemy a thing to where what they did was they changed a couple of mana. They God, what's the word? Made everything balanced, but if you actually played the paper card, you're still screwed. So it's just weird. Luckily, you can just shuffle it aside if you want to. But and our another little tidbit is on our Facebook. I couldn't do it on Instagram, but on our Facebook, we show our YouTube channel and how it has grown so far. And let me put the only thing I really love, I don't care about the minutes, views, or anything like that. You know how many comments we got this year?
How many?
69.
Yeah.
But we can go on a list.
69 dudes.
Yeah, we got 12.8K watch time minutes and 1,574 views. So, and we're mostly watched in the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada. But we got 69 comments received.
That is outstanding.
That is the happiest thing. And I'm looking at this, and Vicky Don Johnson was our most viewed video.
Really?
Our first Psychos and Sociopaths. So, but hopefully a little bit better next year. But I'm just happy about the 69 comments. I mean, I can.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. 69 comments received. Total watch time minutes 12.8 thousand minutes.
Yeah, it's how we got our the ability to do our live shows now, because it's a little bit lower than the actual monetization. Because monetization, you have to get like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So we didn't get monetized this year, but there's always next year or the year before after that. Or
yeah, well, we'll make it happen, because I mean, once I start filming from down there, dude, I may end up getting a live audience. I'll be like, no. Y'all slap nuts got to get out of my damn studio. If you want the goods, you got to get it online like everybody else.
Well, we do.
Ain't no fudge packing going on in here. Nothing. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Well,
get out of the studio.
We do live shows. We don't have anybody, sitting down in front of me when I'm doing the live show.
That should be something that we should shoot for next year.
An
episode filmed in front of a live audience.
I was thinking about doing that. We could probably do it at the Deep End.
Dude, we're gonna have to try to get that to pull off before I leave.
Yeah, we could do that like in February or something like that. I'll talk to either that or Maniac Mansion or something like that. We'll just do a live show. So
okay.
But anyways, today we're only going to cover football.
Yeah, we're only going to cover football today. Just because we're getting such a late start. Let's see here. Move this over here. Why? Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So let's jump into it here. Let me pull up my notes from. Excuse me. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. We started off pretty good this week. We had the Vikings over the Steelers. The Vikings beat the Steelers 36-28. But the Cowboys over the Washington football team, 27-20 Cowboys. Titans over the Jags, and they won 20-0 over the Jaguars. We had Seattle over Houston. That happened 33-13. Then we had the Chiefs over the Raiders. The interesting note about the Raiders-Chiefs game, that the Raiders decided to do their pregame warm-up meeting kind of a thing on the middle at midfield. on top of the Chiefs logo. Now, bear in mind, this was a home game for the Chiefs. Chiefs took exception to that and then beat the shit out of the Raiders 48-9. Let's see. And then we did the Chiefs over the Jets, which that was a no-brainer, 30-9. And then I had the Falcons over the Panthers, and that was a 29-21 game. And then we took our first loss. Look at that. I mean, dude, we got halfway down the list before we ran into our first loss. Excuse me. I had the Ravens over the Browns. Ravens almost pulled that off, even though Lamar Jackson went down with an ankle injury about, I think, before halftime. Browns won that one 24-22. We had the Chargers over the Giants. Chargers beat the Giants 37-21. We had the Broncos over the Lions, and that was a 38-10 win for Denver. I had picked the Bengals to beat the Niners, and the Niners actually surprised us. They won 26-23. Bear in mind, this is only our second wrong pick for the week so far. Then I had Tampa Bay over the Bills. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady, won 33-27 in overtime, but still, nonetheless. We had the Packers beating the Bears, and the Bears came up just short. They lost 30-45 to the Packers. And then, so we finished off this week's picks with 3 losses, and the third loss came on Monday night when the Cardinals could not seal the deal against the Rams.
What happened in that game? I missed that one.
It's just back and forth, man. And I mean, it was just whatever team made the fewest mistakes, honestly. And right now, actually, in the NFC, there is a fight for the number 1 seed. The Buccaneers are now 10-3, and the Cardinals are now 10-3. So that's going to be a pretty interesting goulash there. So, you know, I'm thinking that it's going to be, because I do not think that, I'm not sure. I know this coming week, no teams have a bye. So, I mean, we've got a full slate of games coming up for Thursday, Saturday. There are 2 Saturday games in the NFL this week. And then the rest are Sunday games. So let's go ahead and get into these picks. Thursday night, we're looking at the Chiefs versus the Chargers. This is a road game for the Chiefs, but I am going to take the Chiefs over the Chargers. And then we've got the Raiders at the Browns. The Browns are showing a little bit of scrap, so I'm going to take the Browns over the Raiders. Let me see here. The Patriots are now on a 7-game winning streak. And they're going to be visiting Indianapolis to play the Colts. We're going to take New England to keep that streak alive, to beat the Colts. Then we're coming into another division rivalry game, yet another road game for the Cowboys. But the Cowboys seem to have figured something out. I think they're going to beat up on the Giants. Cowboys are going to win that game. They're going to improve their record to 10-4. Then we've got the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a battle of 2-11, or of 2-11 teams. Not really sure who I like in that game. The Jaguars are just in kind of a state of disarray. Everybody at that in that organization hates their job. They hate their life. And it's mostly because of their head coach, Urban Meyer. I mean, their running back a couple of weeks ago fumbled the football, and now he's been benched for the last 2 weeks, and is playing second string to a running back that Urban Meyer had at Ohio State when he was coaching there. So I don't know. This is probably going to be not so hot of a week, but we're going to take Houston over the Jags. This will be the one time where I'm going to tell Houston not to let me down. So my sinuses are draining with all of that dust and crap that we had blow in from West Texas the other day.
Dude, that
And then
was
with
it.
all the ash and everything like that, the smoke from the fires, dude, I have just, my head has just been stopped. In fact, after we get off the air tonight, I'm going to hit that neti pot pretty hard.
Yeah, I hit the neti pot like Monday and and today too.
Right.
It just got ridiculously stupid.
All right, so now we're moving on to the 9-4 Titans going to I cannot talk today. Going to Pittsburgh to play the 6-1 Steelers. I'm going to take the Titans in this one.
I could see it. I mean, I watched
the Titans
Steelers
have figured
and
out
everything like that, but
the Titans signed a veteran running back, and their running game is starting to reestablish itself, so it's taking pressure off of Tannehill, so that way he doesn't have to throw the ball 40, 50, 60 times a game. And the defense is really starting to step up. You're starting to see some of their speed rushers coming in off the edge, providing pressure on the quarterback, and it's kind of nice to see.
Steelers has been kind of a flaky.
They've been kind of in a free fall the last few weeks. The New York Jets, the 3-10 New York Jets, are going to Miami. They are taking their debauchery and mediocrity. Well, hell, let's be honest. The Jets would love to be a mediocre team. The Jets are going to take their lack of professional football skills to South Beach. We're going to take the fish. We're going to take the Dolphins.
I would, because they're probably used to the cocaine there, and the New York Jets aren't.
Yeah. Now we're looking at the Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles had a bye week, so they were rested. They should be coming into this contest on Sunday pretty rested. However, I think that Washington's got something to prove. So, because I mean, they went toe to toe with Dallas, and their quarterback, he demonstrated some mettle, man, and he really did. He stood in pocket. He got the crap kicked out of him, and I mean, dude, he kept coming back for more. So, we're going to take Washington over the Eagles on that one. I mean, I know that in sports they say that momentum is really not a thing, but I would tend to beg to differ. I mean, yeah, they're coming off of a loss against Dallas, and it was kind of a heartbreaking one too, because I mean, that second half that Washington, they came out of the locker room ready to fight.
Yeah.
But this is another divisional game. They share the same record as the Eagles. I mean, this is going to be an opportunity to kind of almost put the death nail in Philadelphia's season. So again, this is going to come down to which team wants it the most, and vice versa, which team wants it the least. So I think Washington's going to pull this one out. I don't think it's going to be that close of a game. I think Washington might take it by like 7 or 8. Well, no, I won't say 8 points. I'll say Washington by 10, but I'm not gonna put that on the page. The Cardinals are going to look for a bounce back game here. We're looking at the Cardinals going to Detroit to play the 1-11-1 Lions. So, barring a complete meltdown on the part of Arizona, Detroit's going to get crushed. Now we're looking at Carolina going up north to play the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to take the Bills on this one. Just simply due to the fact that, I mean, it's Cam Newton, dude. Cam Newton's going to go all Cam Newton. He's going to, I mean, it's, a lot of people are not happy with the fact that they re-signed Cam Newton. I mean, yeah, he came out and he showed sparks of youth, but then the real Cam Newton stepped up and, he raised his hand, and you could almost hear that with a real Slim Shady, theme playing in the background. Because, it's just, Cam Newton was just looking for a place to fall so he could collect a paycheck. The guy really doesn't care. He doesn't give a crap about the fan base, because if he did, he'd show up, he'd dress like a normal human being, he'd sit in the film rooms, and he would be the first one there and the last one to leave. And quarterbacks that are getting to that age bracket, and I hate to say that, because it's like, I remember when Cam Newton got drafted. So, and conversely, I remember when Tom Brady got drafted, but Tom Brady's still been playing.
Yeah,
and he's playing at a level.
He's
playing at a level that is like superhuman. So the idea that Cam Newton coming out of Auburn, he had all this prep, and not all this prep, but all this pomp and circumstance, and he was just, I don't know. He was supposed to be the thing that tied that whole thing together, and he just hasn't produced like at all. I think he took Carolina to the Super Bowl, but I think it was their second Super Bowl trip, if I'm not mistaken. But he fell apart. If I'm not, you know what? I'm not happy with that. Here, let me look something up here real quick.
Are you going to look at his stats and see how horrible a person he actually is? Well, Johnny's looking that up.
Okay, so all right, so the Panthers have reached the playoffs 8 times going into this year. They've advanced to 4 NFC championship games and 2 Super Bowls. Let me see here. Yeah, no, when they advanced to Super Bowl 38, and they lost 32-29 to New England and Tom Brady and the Patriots. Mm-hmm. So, but so moving on, I have no faith and confidence. It's a vote of no joy as far as Cam Newton is concerned. But moving on, we're looking at the Bengals at the Broncos, 2 7-6 teams. This is going to be a game played in Denver. The Broncos have that Demaryius Thomas death thing going on with them. So they've got kind of a fire lit underneath them. They absolutely took it to the Raiders. It's probably going to come back and bite us in the butt, but we're going to take Denver over the Bengals. And then moving on, we've got the Falcons at the 49ers. Man, that one's tough. Part of me wants to take Atlanta, but you know what? Let's just do it. I'm going to commit. Atlanta's going to beat the 49ers at home. 9-4 Rams are going to play host to the 5-8 Seahawks. So we're going to take the Rams over the Seahawks, over the Sea Chickens. This game's going to be fun. The Packers, the 10-3 Packers are going to Baltimore. It just depends on really what happens with Lamar Jackson. We're looking at, the Packers are 10-3. So they're really part of that 3-way tie for the number 1 seed in the NFC right now. I think we're going to take the Packers over the Ravens. Now, this is going to definitely put a hamper on the Ravens' playoff hopes. And I'll look at their divisional picture here in just a second because I want to get this last two picks out of the way. Tampa Bay is going to host the Saints. We're going to take Tampa Bay over the Saints. Just because Tampa Bay's defense, they've been playing really well here lately. And I think they can keep up with the New Orleans offense. And Tom Brady's going to be able to pick apart their secondary like he usually does.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, let's face it, this is going to be the season sweep because they already beat New Orleans once this year. Tampa Bay is going to go for the sweep, and they're going to take both games from Tampa Bay. Now our Monday night contest is going to be the Vikings at the Bears. The Vikings still kind of reeling from the. I mean, they won their game this week or this past week. But there's still that one team that lost to the Lions. So, and Justin Fields, the quarterback for Chicago. I mean, I think at this point, he's just really playing for his professional life. So I'm thinking, and it's not like a sinus infection or allergies or anything like that, because all of that snot that's coming out of my nose is clear. So, I mean, it's just all drainage from all the dust and crap.
That we also had that whole client, the it keeps on changing on us. I mean, it was really cold this morning, and then
the up
hot
and down, back and forth.
Yeah. Winter and springtime is my worst.
I mean, it's just whenever things start to get a little cool around here, everybody's like, "Oh, great, we can break out the hoodies and whatnot." Summer comes tearing down the damn driveway. She gets out of the car and she's like, "I heard y'all bitches was talking shit."
Yeah, pretty much.
So, honestly, I think I like the Bears in this contest on Monday night.
The Bears.
All right, and so let's go to recap here. Go ahead.
No, Kenny introduced Holly, his youngest, to that SNL skit, The Bear. Right. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me get over here to our Facebook page. And this is week 15. We got 3 weeks left in the regular season. Oh, come on. Where is it? Create post. Awesome. Let's see here. Your week 15 picks. Do with them as you will. Like this. Check it out. Angry Me Productions is not liable for any losses.
Yeah, we should have opened up with that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. At or on the sports betting apps. I'm going to put a big knuckleheads.
Funny story. I was playing Texas Hold'em in Laughlin, Nevada.
Right.
And I was doing really good. I mean, I got a couple of straights. It was awesome. I was betting. Well, I had this old lady like matching my bets and everything. And I got a straight. and she only got a pair. She's like, you do realize you're taking my kid's college fund from them. I'm like,
well, lady, that's your bad for putting it on the table.
no. I was like, the extra sadness from you is fueling my power. Thank you.
Like,
Apparently,
like
you're not
you
supposed
just look
to
at her
do
and be like,
that.
so salty. But yeah, really not a lot going on this week sports wise. I mean, Demaryius Thomas was found dead in his apartment or in his home this past week. He died at the age of 33. They think it was because of medical issues that he had.
That's actually big news.
Yeah.
But it's.
I mean, his big. I mean, he had a long career with the Broncos. He played for a couple of quarterbacks, to include Peyton Manning. He did have that touchdown catch in overtime during the playoffs from Tim Tebow to beat the Steelers a couple of years back. It was funny because their final touchdown drive of the day that resulted in a touchdown was an 88-yard drive, and that was his jersey number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love how the numerology works out in sports a lot. And I mean, you can't write that stuff. You really can't. I mean, you can try, but yeah, it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
So, but past that, I mean, there's really the baseball lockout still going on.
Is it
There's
a
way too much
lockout if
hockey
they're
to
not
cover.
playing yet, though?
Huh? Well, I mean,
is it like it's like
if they screw around and keep going until spring training starts, we're not going to have spring training.
Yeah.
And you're going to start seeing a rash of players getting hurt.
Yeah. But it's still at this point in time when they haven't gotten any kind of leeway in it. It's like,
it's because Robert Manfred is putting out all kinds of disinformation to try to assuade the fan base, and the players' union's calling him out on it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of posturing and everything like that. Honestly, I think it needs to go to arbitration, and that'll probably be what it ends up doing.
Suspending without with pay, suspension with pay.
What are you talking about, the commissioner?
No. I'm just saying the lockout right now.
Oh yeah, I mean nobody's getting paid. I mean nobody's getting paid until the season starts.
Yeah.
I mean spring training, obviously they're showing up. If they're in uniform and they're performing baseball activities, they're getting paid.
Yeah, but it's that thing of, you're basically on vacation right now. So,
well, yeah, but I mean, the lockout, players aren't allowed to report to facilities that are owned by teams or by offices of Major League Baseball. But for whatever reason, there's still contracts being signed, and Major League Baseball is giving the okay on that. So I don't know. I mean, but
so we just got like,
I really don't care to cover a lot of basketball right now. I know that if my future in-laws ever listened to our show, not only would I give them a twinge of disappointment because of the amount of profanity that I use, or that, well, I mean, it's one thing. Me, I'm their future son-in-law. So, but this is my show, our show. Well, yeah. Nerd Sports
the Nerd Sports is more or less you, because if it was left up to me,
this is my forum, and I'm exercising my First Amendment rights that are protected by my Second Amendment rights. So, Mom, Dad, I'm just saying,
which is right now is getting really, really restrictive right now on social media.
Well, that's because the social media is they're claiming to be private entities, which in fact they are.
Yeah,
but the public domain that we are using on things like YouTube and all the other audio platforms that we're on, to include now Google Podcast.
Yeah, we're on Google Podcast. I was surprised. It's like, are you? Because someone asked, is like, well, are you on Google Podcast? Because I listened on there, and I was like, one sec, the fuck, we're on Google Podcast. He's like, really? You're so surprised about that? You run the show, don't you? Yeah.
But
And we're also on a lot of other things I haven't even heard of. I have to show you the list one of these days.
yeah,
Is that
we'll have to get together at some point. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
especially
because
this
I know
week.
that once I finish out this week's Friday night, I've got the boys. Well, Thursday night I'm getting the boys for a few hours, and then I take them back to their mom. But then
We can get together on Sunday. We need to get.
well,
together
see,
on
this
Sunday.
weekend, Friday night, we're going to go see the 9 o'clock showing of Spider-Man.
I'm going on Thursday.
Saturday, I don't know what the hell I'm doing on Saturday. We might see what we can do on Saturday.
Well, what are you doing on Sunday?
Sunday. Well, I really want to maximize my time with the boys this weekend because next week is their first week of Christmas break.
Yeah.
And I won't get to see them at all that week.
Yeah, I know. I understand that.
But
that's why
I'll
it's like
get them
6:30 on Sunday if you have to take them.
Yeah,
back.
after I take them back to their mom at 6 o'clock. Yeah,
we'll just meet in the studio.
Pretty free because I'm off the week of Christmas. We're closed.
Oh, okay.
So I know that I've got an appointment on the 21st in the afternoon, and then on the 22nd, obviously, I'm taking off. I'm going to the Armed Forces Ball to watch Army play, and then going to Houston for Christmas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, past that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll give you a holler on Sunday.
If anything, we can get all the episodes done for the next week so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and we could try to do like maybe a remote shoot where we're outside, and we're just kind of changing up, a little bit, or, like, I don't know. We can do something festive. Put a fucking Christmas tree in the background. I don't care. But we can shoot an episode. We can try to maybe shoot an episode over here. I don't know, maybe in the dining room. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give you a call on Sunday. I'll see what you're doing, and then we can go from there.
Okay, cool. Well,
all right, man.
That's the end of the show, everybody. Thank you for watching Nerd Sports episode 36. Boom. YouTube, you're getting the fingers. Podcast, you're missing out on this. But anyways, thank you for watching.
Oh, wait.